Okay guys, we are doing a live stream today. So welcome on my channel for those people who watched it later. So I hope I get lots of interesting questions. We can talk about food, we can talk about, I don't know, animals, hair, vegetables, fruit, starches, sugar. Yeah, anything that's not too private. Because I'm going to wait for the people to arrive there. I told you on Instagram that I was going live, and that's it. Water's ready. I have just eaten some nice muesli, no nuts, no seeds, with rice milk and sugar, white sugar. And today I did a nice ride, a climb, time trial. It was successful. I arrived second female on the climb. And cycling in Europe is harder than cycling in Thailand. The level in Europe is higher, and I don't want to be a professional. I just do it for the fitness, for the pleasure. And this time Paul was joining me and checking how hard I was going. It was nice from him. And then he went for his own time trial. We can also talk about, I don't know, weight loss today or weight gain, whatever you want to talk about. Okay, let me check the little settings everywhere. Okay, there are some filters, no thanks.
There's no filters in real life.
No. Okay, there's some options for the messages. Okay. All the messages are visible. Okay. Cool. So if you're here, just ask your questions before other people arrive, because then there will be too many messages and maybe I'm going to skip a few of them. Anyway, who's there? Hello? Don't be shy. Paul is laughing. Paul is here.
Sup, cunts?
We have done his own live stream just before, like 1 hour ago. And now it's my turn.
It'd be
Okay.
cool if Angry Vegan joins the chat room again.
And maybe he's not online right now, you know, real life, doing something in real life.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope you're staying busy, son.
Yeah. Today is Saturday, and what time is it?
It's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay, so people should be done eating. Well, I can eat at any time during the day. If I'm hungry, I eat. Mm-hmm. Do you want to speak about hair care? Maybe. I don't do much to my hair. I don't dye it. I never use you know, the warm air. I don't know how you call that.
A straightener.
No, a straightener. I've never used that ever.
Okay.
I don't care if they get curly or flat or straight. I just leave them natural. I clean them, not too much. I give them a shampoo like once or twice a week. That's it. And as I exercise like almost every day, I still rinse them, but I don't use shampoo every day. And I use hair conditioner because I like them to be easy to comb, because when they're long like that, you want, you know, that they are straight and easy to comb. Otherwise, you're just going to break them. It's not cool. And I love to have long hair. Yeah, I'm so deficient. Hair growing so nicely.
The flip side of that is there's always hair to clean up.
It's fine. You can do that. And I do that too.
That's my job.
Lots of hair on the floor and in the strain in the sink. And my hair gets, you know, lighter as they grow, because it's the sun, the action of the sun does that. Because they grow a little darker, but still blonde. So no dyeing, no straightening, no abuse of any kind to my hair. Lots of vitamins and minerals from fruit mostly, and Starches also have some minerals, huh? Don't neglect them. I'm going to get lots of vitamin A today. Don't abuse your hair. Exactly, that's what we should remember. Don't abuse your hair, don't abuse your pet. Ah, hey, you're back with your Syriac language. You can just write something like this squash. Can you write this in Russian? Yeah, you can keep asking your questions, huh, if you're here. I got lots of knowledge that I acquired in the last years. Huh?
And you're becoming a mature woman now, 36.
Yes, 36 and a half. I think we have some Peter Pan syndrome. Huh? We don't want to get old. Like get stressed out like most people. No thanks.
It's actually pretty interesting. There's a delay
Okay.
in the live stream.
Yes, there is.
I see 3 seconds later.
3 seconds? That's not much.
Yeah.
I remember the first live stream I made in, I don't know, many years ago. There was a delay of like 30 seconds. 30, not 3.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not in real time.
That's quite late. It's difficult to talk to people.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I cannot read what you write. Okay, that's a squash. Ah, Matthew. I've seen the Dr. AV debate on Ask Yourself channel. No. They go through the Esselstyn and Ornish studies. That must be quite interesting. But I cannot watch everything, there's too much content out there. Well, the plant-based high-carb low-fat diet is amazing. Huh? It prevents or cures many things, or at least improves the condition. Okay. You say they challenge that a plant-based diet does not reverse heart disease. Oh. Well, from what I read, it does. Well, it depends. If people add lots of oil in their diets, then it can be a problem. Huh?
It probably means a high-carb, low-fat, low-fat diet.
Yeah. Well, you mean the challenge is that they play the devil's advocate to check if it's totally true. That must be interesting. Yeah, scientists must not be believers, they must be scientists and challenge all their beliefs. How much time it takes to heal metabolism up and up calories? Well, from what I read, only a small fraction of people actually have a metabolic damage, and it can be up to like 300 calories per day that's lost, but you can take it back. Huh? You just have to feed these cells and wait. Well, most people don't have this issue. Huh? Only the ones that have done hard diets for years and abused their bodies for a long time have this problem. So I hope you didn't do that. And otherwise, just enjoy your high-carb, low-fat diet. Huh? And up calories, what do you mean? So that your body can burn again what it was supposed to burn. Well, we're supposed to burn less calories as we age, but if your mitochondria are still all alive and working, then you still burn a lot of calories. And because you're fit, you still burn more calories when you're not doing anything. But that being said, if you stuff your face like it's twice you need as starches, then it can prevent weight loss, but don't worry. Huh? That's secondary. Okay, you say that we don't have data to show that the Ornish diet or the Esselstyn diet demonstrate plaque regression. Okay. Okay, say there's no regression of plaque. All right. Yeah, I've seen that picture of the angiogram, but I haven't looked at the detail because I'm not interested personally, but I should check it. Sure. I'm just doing a screenshot so that I remember it later. Click. Done. So are you saying that the people who have plaque are plagued for life? Well, interesting. Yeah, I'm already thirsty. It's been 10 minutes and I'm thirsty. I don't know how people can speak for an hour and not drink at all. So you were a raw vegan, under eating, hard dieting, 600 calories a day. Oh, so little. Fasting, and you lost 8 kilos in a week. Now your maintenance calories are 1,000. Yeah, that's proper abuse. Yeah, just be patient and do your best. That's all you can do. Just don't restrict like you were doing before. Eat enough. Yeah, you must need some serious healing. These trendy diets are doing so much damage. Makes me angry. And then people that are looking for solutions find these dangerous diets, try them and damage themselves. Okay, you said that it's actually more evidence that we can just rely on suboptimal diets. We have to prevent disease because reversal hasn't been demonstrated in the data yet. Yeah, I totally agree. If we can prevent all of that bad shit to happen, then we should do it. The problem is that, you know, the main media, the mass media doesn't really promote what's healthy. They say, no, they just say eat a bit of fruit and vegetables every day, eat a bit of everything,
and then you're fucking lost.
And moderation kills. Because people don't understand what's moderation. Moderation means eat everything, basically, and then they get in trouble. The heart gets in serious problem. You asked me, do you know much about Ray Cronise? I think I have never read that name yet. Penn Gillette lost his weight on his advice. There's no evidence that metabolic damage exists. Yeah, I haven't seen proof even. I haven't seen proof of metabolic damage.
Talk about your experience.
Yeah, I haven't had that personally. But what we know is that the mitochondria can disappear if we clog them with too much fat, and that's metabolic reduction, right? So I understand the theory, but in the fact I haven't seen not much proof in the clinical data. But anyway, we should do what's right before we have any serious issues with our health. I think we can all agree on that. Okay, God asked me, do you think if I up my calories and up my cardio at the same time, I can heal my body without gaining? Well, you say you already exercise 2 hours each day. That's enough. Please don't do more than that. You don't want to exhaust your body. You're doing enough. Just rest a lot and be patient. But I don't think stuffing your face with, 5,000 calories of starches each day is what your body needs. Like, eat enough, maybe a bit more till you feel comfortable, and then that's it for the day. You know, when you lose the excess fat you have on your body, your metabolism will work better also, because when you store excess fat, then your fat cells leak fat in your bloodstream, and then it's not optimal for the insulin function. Okay, they measure metabolism before, during, and after weight loss. Even after rapid weight loss, everyone's metabolism returned to what is expected. Yeah. Well, what's the difference is what people eat after starvation. If people eat fruits and vegetables and a super clean diet after starvation, they'll be fine. But if they eat McDonald's, KFC food, they'll gain fat. And they can blame the metabolic damage, but the culprit is the fatty foods, eaten in huge amounts, in king-size amounts. That we know for sure. I think there's truth in some metabolic damage, but it's way exaggerated.
Doesn't take years to heal.
No. Well, unless something is broken, like I don't know, like a gland that's too damaged. Okay, you said check out the Science and Sorcery podcast. That's Ray Cronis. Okay. The body doesn't break down protein in a deficit. It breaks up down fat. Even on 20 calories a day, rapid weight loss is safe. But I know that a protein can be converted into carbs and then theoretically converted again into fat, for example. But protein is not a good fuel. Yeah. The leaner, the safest.
The body will break down protein when there's no fat left.
Yeah, that's the last resort. That's
why anorexic fucks.
Yeah, that's before dying, the body does that. How much calories I was eating, and now? Well, when I was 62 or 63 kilograms last year, when I was actually eating a bit more junk food and not controlling the portions. That's why I was a bit fatter. And when I eat more starches, like the previous years, I had like maybe 3,000 calories each day. And now I'm exercising more, so it's hard to compare the calories. But I think I eat a bit less now. I eat enough, and just enough. Especially when I eat complex carbs. I know there's more protein and fats attached to that kind of food. But I never ever restrict when I eat like a fruit or sugar, because it's so easy for the body to burn it, to get rid of it when there's excess. Okay, next question. Do you think that there is really a minimum level of adipose fat stores a person needs? I say, I think women who lose their period when dieting do so as a temporary response to being in a deficit. It will, I agree, and return as soon as maintenance calories return. Yeah, I agree. Well, the fat that is stored contributes to a proper level of hormones, but also the current diet and the deficit matters a lot. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, metabolic winter hypothesis. Yeah, I will Google that. Yeah, what matters is what people actually do, like now, and the body responds to it so fast. Yeah. It shows the order we use different energy. Yeah, the favorite fuel of the body is carbs, and then some fat burned so slowly, and protein at last. Of course, the body doesn't want to lose the muscle. I can tell you have big muscles, and yeah, they burn some fuel, some extra fuel, even when I don't do anything. Genetics. What do you wish you had done differently in your 20s? Many things. I wish I went vegan back then. I wish I didn't drink alcohol back then. I wish I started exercising instead of going out at night. But at the same time, I know that what I've done in the past has shaped who I am now. So regrets don't make much sense. Well, in general, I wish I had a better lifestyle, and I wish I behaved better towards animals and humans. I wasn't a bad person, I just wanted to fit in. That's a big mistake. Willing to fit in, and then you want to please people, and you don't please everyone, and doesn't mean you're happier in the end. Well, now I'm 36, and I'm glad I made these lifestyle changes. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror and keep doing what I was doing before. Being unconscious. Have you or Paul heard much about the pleasure trap by Dr. Doug Lyle? He works with John McDougall through North Health Center. I heard about it, I didn't read it. It's too much to read. I have to make choices.
Yeah, I've heard about the pleasure trap.
Yeah.
It's a good theory. Well, it's not a theory, it's actually true.
Well, I think we all know that it's true.
I think it's about seeking sex, food, and energy conservation.
Yeah. And that makes sense from my survival point of view, but in the modern world, if you're trapped by pleasure, then you're going to be a good consumer that also consumes hospital services.
But I'm trapped by pleasure.
Yeah, to some degree. Okay, is 2 tablespoon oil okay in vegan cookies? Well, no. I would say no, unless you need to gain weight. I wouldn't make cookies with oil. I don't even make cookies.
But now you make cookies with oil. You eat tasty shit.
If I eat something fatty, then I control my portions. I keep them low. I count the calories when I eat something fatty.
Yeah, you can do a big ride, you'll eat more.
Yeah, and if I do a big ride, then I can eat more. And I will be hungry. Yeah. Can you and Paul do a video on the big 5 personality tests? Yeah, it's a good idea. Sure. Another screenshot. How many calories are burned in a day? From what I calculate, it's something between 1,800 to 3,000, or sometimes more when I ride a lot.
But just to exist, you need like 99.
Yeah, if I don't exercise at all, I probably need 1,800. Depends on the formula that you're using. Yeah, I'm thirsty again. Hello Emma. Should I count calories or fat grams? Both. Well, you don't have to count calories or fat. Do that only if other approaches don't work. Like, follow my diet, and then if something's not right, if you have excess weight or insufficient weight, then start counting the calories and see what you're doing wrong. Because the amounts must be wrong. And you should end up with a BMI of about 20, more or less. Favorite album for me and Paul? Well, Paul can probably answer better because I don't listen to much music. I like a bit of music, but then I get sick of it so fast. Like, I don't like when I'm chilling and then there's a heartbeat that forces my heart to beat faster. Like, fuck off. My heart beats faster when I exercise, and that's it. When I'm chilling, I don't like hard music. Otherwise, I like to hear some nature sounds, like in nature or on the computer. Something that's really relaxing.
I'd say my favorite album is And Justice for All from Metallica.
Okay, and Paul's favorite album, I don't know if you heard, it's Injustice for All by Metallica. Okay. Before, when I was unhealthy and sad, I used to listen to lots of doom metal music. I loved it. It was wonderful, and the lyrical songs. And
And you cut yourself.
and the violin and the guitar and everything. But no, it's too depressing for me. I can't handle it.
What about how you cut yourself?
I'm not sure I want to talk about that now.
Okay, so too personal.
Is high-carb, low-fat vegan right that much because they wanna eat big? Yeah, some of them love to eat a lot and then they ride a lot. Why not? But it depends. If you like to exercise, it's good. But if you dislike that and you just riding a lot or exercising a lot so that you can eat big, it's like a punishment. It's not healthy. Or maybe after some time you end up enjoying it. I mean, what works in the long term is something you enjoy. So you need to find some high carb, low fat foods that you enjoy, lots of them. Try a lot of things and keep what you like. And same for exercise. Try different sports till you find something that you love. Or well, in that case, you have a bike and try different ways to exercise. You see what works for you. Pleasure is important. There's a pleasure trap, and we need to master that pleasure in our benefit. Best French film. Yeah, I need to think about that. I watched so many movies in my life, I cannot even remember my top 10. Too many. I'll tell you if I have an answer. Do you believe in flat Earth? Well, I've checked what it's about. There are some convincing arguments and some other things that are not convincing at all. Well, it's like, do you believe in what NASA says? I cannot go in NASA's offices. I cannot check if all their things are legit. But in the end, does it change anything in our daily life? No, it doesn't. Like, does it change anything that the Earth is flat or round? It doesn't. The life is still the same. You still have to earn money so you can buy food and stuff. It's a topic that doesn't really matter, right? What I believe is that carbs are tasty and good for us. And I believe that all animals can be cute. So back to the best French film.
Are you a round earther?
No.
Are you an oval earther?
I don't know.
Are you an elliptical earther?
I don't care much.
Okay.
But I understand that these kind of things can be disturbing. French films. I don't watch films anymore. I liked Equilibrium, but that's not French. Well, they used to make some funny French movies in the past, but now, I don't know, they're boring. I watch series instead.
Tell them to watch Les Yeux Sans Visage.
Oh, no horror movie. Oh, I hate that.
But that movie is freaky.
I don't watch horror movies.
Okay, but just tell them.
No. So for dinner, a third of that, I think. And some rice noodles. Or sweet potato noodles. Not sure yet. And a bit of soy sauce and herbs and spices. That's it. Where do you get your protein? Well, I keep the protein low. Protein don't have much taste, but they give some nice texture. So we used some, what do you call that? Textured soy in some sauces. It's really nice. But I don't want that at every meal. That's heavy. Huh? And you, Matthew, what's for dinner? Are you going to eat, like us, grass and mini rocks and some worms? No, because you don't know what to find.
Acorns. I love acorns.
Yeah, acorns. Oh. Kidding, just kidding. Actually, when you talk about movies, I resonate less and less with things that they propose us. Like the topics of the movies and series are mostly boring to me. Like I don't care. It's Hollywood, same thing over and over. And
You always see people smoking and drinking
oh yeah, that's annoying when you see people drinking all the time.
and popping pills.
Yeah.
Like they pop pills like it's food.
Oh, you had beans and broccoli and pasta sauce. It's like midnight there. Ah, yeah, it's late for you. It's midnight for you. You must be living in Australia, maybe, or New Zealand, or Thailand. So it's midnight and you're watching YouTube. You have issues falling asleep. Thomas Sowell. Okay, is it a movie? So when I watch something, it's usually a video of an interview of someone who has something interesting to say. Because for me, movies and series or books, I don't care when it's fictional. Like I don't have time to lose with fiction most of the time, unless it's really well done. Locked down, nothing to do. Okay, that's an economist. Okay, his vision of the anointed. I never heard of that, but I can check it. It looks like you research a lot of stuff. Huh? Well, at the moment, I'm researching what I can eat here in the wild, and there's not much, but it's doable. Yeah, gotta grow. Yeah, because if you don't grow, you stagnate or you just lose memories and decline. Exactly. Where do I live at the moment? I'm in France, northeast France. I'm in a valley and there are mountains all around there. It's amazing. Love this place. Mountains, forests, everything I want. It's quite the countryside, not too many people there. It's mostly old people here actually. A lot of unhealthy people that are nearly dying. Yeah.
The masks are making them die faster.
Yeah, they're a problem. So I love to hike out there. Like I walk for a kilometer and I'm in the forest. I'm in the wild already. It's amazing. Dried figs or dates? I tend to buy more dates. It depends on the quality I can find. Currently I have some dried figs here because I can find them more easily. If I want nice dates, I have to order them online. And we don't have much money for dates at the moment. It's okay, it's summer, we'll have some fresh fruit here. But I think we'll buy dates in winter, and there's not much fruit choice around. We'll just have, I don't know, apples and pears and persimmons. And we need to supplement with some exotic fruit like bananas and dates. Dates don't grow here, but I think they grow in Australia. Okay, Emma, you are in the UK and it's so cold. You wonder how the weather's here. Well, it's not too cold here. It's the end of summer. But it has rained last night, I think, and it's cold in the morning now. I can feel that the autumn has fallen. Fall has fallen before its time. Yeah, I can say it's colder because now the small shorts are not good anymore. a full legging and
goosebumps on your nipples.
oh, okay. Nature or nurture? What's this kind of question? Funny. Well, I love to be in nature and I love to nurture myself. Can nature nurture you? Yeah, more or less. It depends where you are living. Where we're living, it's more a land for boars and squirrels, honestly. If you want to survive here in the wild, then you have to be willing to eat some tiny tubers and make some good food reserves with chestnuts, I don't know, other kinds of nuts, and dried fruits and canned food. Yeah, I should learn how to do that, how to can my own stuff. I'm still learning how to make jam. I mean, to make it properly. I can make burnt jam, but that's not the point. But I'm a master at cooking rice noodles and sauces for starches. Okay, guys, it was nice from you to be here on the live stream. We can make another one later in the year, maybe. And meanwhile, you can find me on Instagram mostly. Yeah? That's the easiest way to communicate and to follow each other. So, see you around and have a good day, a good Saturday, or a good night for Matthew. Bye, guys.